Hey guys, it's Friday night. I'm so happy you're here. It's the Quantum Wellbeing Show. The Quantum Wellbeing what, Nori? The Quantum Wellbeing Show. And tonight we're talking about NeuroZen, right? Isn't that cool? Right? Peace, Zen, calmness for our neurological system. And we're going to talk about it in the realm of biohacking. So, biohacking the nervous system for peace and calmness. What does that even mean? It means that we're going to explore a bunch of things tonight, things that hopefully will help you bring about peace, calmness to your body, your mind, and your spirit. As a holistic universal nurse, you know I have to talk about the physical vehicle. I've got to talk about the body. I'm going to talk about the nervous system. As a personal trainer, I'm going to talk will help us to calm our nervous system. As a hypnotherapist, I can't help but look at the brain and the brain waves and the subconscious mind. And you know, the coach and the mystic in me, the mystic that I am, I have to discuss what we do with our mind, our energy, and our spiritual health, our spiritual well-being. And then the healer in me is going to help us all look at the big picture and how to make it better. Let me just check the chat room, see what's happening. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. How you doing tonight, guys? It's so good to have you here. You know, we're not only here on Broadcast Team Alpha, hey, Lind, we're also streaming over at the Conscious Awakening Network. Our friends over there, Sheila, and a bunch of our other friends are over there. All right. So, guys, peace, calmness, they are precious, precious gifts. Do you remember a time when you were so peaceful, like so peaceful? Maybe you were outside in the sun. Maybe you were someplace that you felt so safe and secure and supported that you could truly just relax. Maybe you feel that way in your bed at night before you go to sleep. You know that feeling right before you fall into sleep? The muscles are soft. They're almost like liquid. The breathing is soft and deep. There are sounds in your room. There are sounds in your house, but you don't really focus on any one in particular. You're just so comfortable, so peaceful. Do you know that kind of peace? Tonight, I'd like to talk about peace, calmness, equanimity. The formal definition of equanimity is a mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, even in a difficult situation. In Buddhism, equanimity refers to a state of mental balance and even-mindedness. And the Tibetan word, hey, Sage. Oh, no, that's not Sage. Hi, I see you. The Tibetan word for easy for me to say, equanimity is tanyam. No guarantees on the pronunciation there, which is the wish. I love this, which is the wish that beings may be free from the attitude of attached to some and the attitude of the aversion to others. Biohacking refers to the practice of using science, technology, self-experimentation to optimize and enhance your well-being, your overall well-being. And you know, if you know me, guys, you know I'm all about the well-being. Biohacking refers to the practice of making changes in your biology or your physiology. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Physiology is the scientific study of the functions of activities of living organisms, along with their anatomy, which is a subset of biology. Biology deals with the human anatomy, the cells, the tissues, the organs, followed by their function. Biohacking refers to the practice of making changes to your biology or your physiology through a bunch of techniques, so many of them which we're going to talk about, and sometimes with the help of technology. In order to enhance physical and mental performance, we would biohack. We would biohack also to achieve specific goals. It does involve experimentation with different lifestyle choices, with diet modifications, with exercise routines, with supplementation. And we're going to talk about a lot of, not a lot, I'm going to talk about resources for some of these choices that you can make to biohack with. They're just people that I vetted, that I feel comfortable with, and products that I trust. So there are even wearable devices, right, or implants that can optimize your body and your mind, and therefore you would be biohacking. I don't know if you've seen it. There's like a copper or silver headband that people are wearing, and it's got crystals and some other items there. That's a pineal opener, opens your third eye. There are red light wearable items. There's the Healy microcurrent frequency device. If you want a Healy, you would talk to Angie Medall. She's one of my Facebook friends. Of course, there's the electromagnetic wand that's out. There's magnetic jewelry. Then there's gemstone jewelry. There's crystals, but that's ancient technology, right? Another technology that I love that absolutely biohacks is ASEA. It's redox signaling molecules. I just made up a new word, guys. Biohackers, third time, rely on self-experimentation and the observation of your data, right, of what you've been doing to understand how your body responds to different interventions. And then we can make informed decisions about our health and our well-being and how these interventions are impacting us. Biohackers can use techniques such as genetic engineering, nootropics. I'm not sure if I'm saying it properly. It's nootropics. Nootropics, they're cognitive enhancers. I'm going to talk about this a little bit further as we go on. Cold exposure, right? Dumping yourself into that big pool of ice water, ice showers, intermittent fasting, meditation. There are body practices that I'm going to talk about, and energetic practices. So we're talking about the brain, right? That's part of our nervous system. Epigenetics has everything to do with the way that we think and our brain. So keep in mind that our brain is part of the nervous system, and the brain has neuroplasticity. That means that we can actually change the neural pathways and the way that it fires to a certain degree. We have been given this divine gift to be able to change our neural pathways, which leads us, the neural pathways can lead us to being anxious, overwhelmed, burned out, fried, or it can lead us to peace, comfort, calmness, and that word again, equanimity. The biologic definition of the nervous system, this is the biologic one, so it's, kind of rough around the edges, right? It's not social. Different parts of the body. This body is such a beautiful, amazing gift that we've been given. And if we followed its inner promptings, right, the way that we arrived on the planet, if we followed it from that state, we'd be really good. We'd avoid things, we'd avoid substances, we'd avoid people that don't feel good, we would avoid things that disturb our peace and our calmness. The problem comes in when the mind and the programming that we've received takes over, which it does right around the age of 7. I'm going to talk more about this. So thoughts take over, the program takes over, and we stay in places that are not comfortable, in places that make our nervous system, edgy, that make our nervous system uncomfortable. We stay with people in places that don't feel good. We develop the habit and the behaviors of being anxious or nervous or frantic. The good news, it's good news. We can change it. And we can begin to change it with multiple techniques. But tonight we're talking about biohacking. So while biohacking can have a positive effect on our personal health and our performance, right? We might be using it for sports performance. It's important to know that some practices may carry some risks. They may contain a lack of scientific evidence. So disclaimer, it's advisable to consult with a healthcare, a well-being professional, and experts before you attempt some of the biohacking interventions. None of this information tonight is to take the place of medicine. None of this information tonight is to diagnose, cure, or treat any dis-ease. Biohacking techniques can be used to promote calmness. That's what we're talking about. Reduce fear. And we do that by targeting various aspects of the body and the mind. The focus today is NeuroZen, right? Zen in our neurologic system. So I'd like to highlight some ever faithful techniques, applications, and processes to calm the nervous system and have peace as a predominant energy in most of the hours of your day. How you guys doing? Did you know that we have a membership group here? Mac can put the link in the chat if you would be so kind. Oh my gosh, Sage, you broke your arm and your heel. So much love to you. I am so sorry. I just saw that in the chat. So you can join our membership group. Augie is loading the membership group up with lots of videos and exclusive information that is only for the members. So the first ever faithful technique I'd like to discuss, and I'm going to discuss it in a little bit of a different way. Law of attraction's coming in. Is meditation and mindfulness. Yeah, bless your heart, Sage. I know you may be weary of hearing that you should meditate, you should be mindful, but if you're weary of it, is it because, this is the coach in me, is it because you're not doing it and a part of you knows that you really would feel better if you did do it? We very often bristle against that thing that would make us feel better. And in the back of the mind, in the heart of hearts, we know it would make us feel better, but we haven't mustered up the will to put the practice into place yet. We know regular meditation practices have been proven, have been shown to reduce stress, anxiety, fear. Some biohackers may use meditation apps, right? You don't have to sit, hey, Nance, you don't have to sit and just be quiet. There are so many other ways to meditate. Even if you are sitting and being quiet and you notice thoughts going by, you didn't fail your meditation just by virtue of the comfortable observation of the thoughts going by, you have successfully meditated. There are biofeedback applications, there are devices, there are specific techniques like breath work, and that enhances meditation. But breath work is also one of the faithful biohacking interventions that we can use. Controlled breathing, such as deep breathing, box breathing, it activates the body's relaxation response. It calms the mind. Biohackers sometimes can wear devices. You can use a smartphone app to guide the breathing exercises. And you don't need them. You can use them if they suit you, but you don't need them. A slong. I made up another word, guys. I'm so tired. Forgive me. A slow, long. That's a funny word, right? Sorry. A slow, long exhalation is the language to the nervous system. It's telling our nervous system, hey, this is a great time to relax. We're safe. There isn't a tiger that's going to chase us. There's no stegosauruses coming after us. It's a really good time to relax. There are a gazillion, it's a big number, people and processes that are teaching breathing. Pick one and pick one. Wim Hof, right? He comes to mind. Now, he's a very excited, adventurous one, but there are people who are softer. There are people who have a different personality. Just try it. Just pick one. But here's something to think about when we think about breathing. We can really only think of one thought at a time, unless you're a genius. Can only think of one thought at a time. So if you're in a tough situation, if you're in pain, if you're in an emergency, if you're on the brink of a nervous breakdown, think, okay, all right, let me pull it in. I'm going to breathe in for 6. I'm going to exhale for 8. And then think about it while you're doing it. That is a biohack, and that will help calm and soothe your nervous system. And you're beginning to change the pathways in your brain. And over time, as you make breathing practices a habit, you biohack your nervous system. You change the pathways so that it brings on a more steady experience of peace and calm and equanimity. That becomes your usual state of being. Let's talk about supplementation. Nootropics. Certain supplements and nootropics have been reported to promote relaxation and to reduce anxiety. Nootropics are also known as smart drugs, and they are a diverse group of medical substances, formal definition, whose action improves human thinking, learning, and memory. The natural ones are better. Some of those include magnesium, right? Incredible. I've got NeuroMag right on my shelf. I believe it's from Life Extension. Excellent. 3 NeuroMag, amazing. L-theanine, ashwagandha, CBD oil, and I love, again, ASEA's cell performance product called Mind. They also have Mood. They're little packets. that you put in your water. The mood is tropical flavored, the mind is berry flavored, and they are biohacks. They help your cells to shift, your body to move more into equanimity, into homeostasis. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Another tried and true, ever faithful intervention, biohacking intervention, is sleep optimization. Quality sleep is crucial for emotional well-being. Crucial. There are sleep tracking devices that can optimize your sleeping, or at least give you data of what's going on. I've used one of them and it was really, really helpful. I used one of them when I really couldn't sleep. It would track when I woke up. It would track, literally track, show me in the morning when my breathing was really, slow. It was amazing. And I could see the trend over time and notice, that kind of happens every day of the week on that day. Right. And then you can look back and kind of reverse engineer it and see what's going on, and then use other biohacking interventions to help with your sleep. There are devices that optimize your sleep environment. And of course, we know don't have any lights on, don't have any electronics in where you sleep. And there are sleep routines that you could use. You can explore techniques like polyphasic sleep or lucid dreaming. That improves the quality of sleep. And that's a whole other show on its own. Physical exercise and physical stuff. Physical stuff, let me grab what I'm going to show you. Excuse me, guys. Physical stuff. Oops, I'm sorry, Peep, I saw you. Physical stuff, because I'm going to show you something that I love, 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 but it's not exercise. The personal trainer in me has to talk about exercise. Regular exercise, you guys know, we know it's been shown to reduce anxiety, promote a sense of calm. So let's go back to the nervous system. In the jungle, if a dinosaur was chasing us, we'd run. Our sympathetic nervous system would gear us up to make us run. We would seek safety, we would find safety. Then our parasympathetic nervous system would begin to kind of undo everything that the sympathetic, the fight or flight nervous system did. Fight or flight gears us up, right? It sends blood to all the places that it needs to go for us to fight or flight. It surges adrenaline to us. Then once we're safe, our beautiful nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system begins to return us to balance, to equilibrium, to homeostasis. When we use biohacking interventions frequently and find the ones that work for us, it helps us to return to homeostasis faster, because we have those techniques, but also it's changed the neural pathways so we don't get so adrenalinized when we don't need to. So if we biohack our nervous system for peace, for calm, for equanimity, we could incorporate certain exercises into our routine, right? Yoga, I know you're tired of hearing about yoga, but is yoga an exercise like meditation, right? In the back of your mind, you know you'd feel better if you did it, but you're bristling against it because you're like, I don't have the mustering of the will yet, right? To begin. It's okay. You'll get there when you get there, right? It's progress, not perfection. Yoga. If you like more adrenaline kind of exercises, there's HIIT, high intensity interval training. It's so much fun and you can do it at your own pace. You can lift weights, you can walk, you can run, whatever you like or whatever you dislike the least, right? whatever you dislike the least. Don't do what you dislike the most, because then you're never gonna keep doing it, right? Biohacking helps us to return to homeostasis. There are other things to do with the body. I love this. I love this. Like stretching. Stretching is so good, guys. I mean, if you open your chest and reach for the side walls, you can't help but take a deep breath. It feels so good. And then there's tapping. Tapping. Once you get used to it, you can do a nice, gentle, closed fist. Tapping. We're moving the blood. We're moving energy. We're moving lymph. Tapping all the way down the body. Get in a routine, right? Get a, know that you're going to start at the chest. You're going to work down the front. You're going to come around the back. Stay at the lower back for a while, right? Down the arms, inside and outside. Just create your own routine so that it feels good and it feels familiar. When it's familiar, it makes it really easy for you to do it. Bring it into your daily life. This is called clapping. I love this little piece, this little biohacking instrument, and I got it from the Doc of Detox, right? Dr. Darrell Wolfe. I love it. I love it. I'm not sure what it's made of. It's not latex, but if you can see it, it's got multiple surfaces. This side has little bumps on it. This side has more of like bristle comb-like features. This has bumps on it too. Now this part is less flexible. So when you clap with it, it gives you a better contact. It gives you a better hit. I don't know what else to say. And then there's this too for little areas, right? So if you don't want to use your hand, you can just start clapping. Just start clapping. When do I do this? I especially do this if I'm watching an adventure movie and things are getting really tense, right? Instead of sitting there getting tense and not moving, right? Adrenalinizing and not moving. Yeah, Lynn, maybe silicone. I clap, right? I clap. And then this little part for the little muscles in the neck. Right? Amazing. Ladies, right? If we got that thing going on here, it's that time in life. This helps too, but it also is a biohack. It is so yummy. I highly recommend it. Now, there are other reasons to use this. You can check with the Doc of Detox. He's got a video for clapping. I am not affiliated with him. I just really like his work and I like a lot of his products. So anything more than that, I'm going to feel like I'm really selling him. And I don't mean to. I adore him, but I just love this product so much, guys. I mean, look, you can get into all those little places that really you woke up with that kink in your neck, right? Just amazing. All right. So body and exercise, bring it into your life. Make it a part of your day. You're going to get the mental benefits as well as the physical benefits. All right, guys, here's the big one. I'm going to go over just a little bit. Biohack your limited thinking. Biohack your limited thinking. How? Do you guys know how? Anybody in the chat room? How do you biohack your limited thinking? Anybody know? I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm just moving screens around real quick. Energy. The energy of our thoughts. We biohack with the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of supply and demand, energy work, and choosing our intentional thoughts. Let me ask you a question. What's your overall intention for your life? Do you have one? What's your overall intention for your health, for your nervous system? What's your intention for your peace? What's your intention for getting through this time? Where is your blueprint on how you want your life to go? Where's your blueprint? Where's your intention for your body, for your well-being, the way that you want everything to feel? If you don't have one, it's okay. But tonight is the great night to begin creating one. In law of attraction, you clearly state what you desire. You may need to use some biohacking techniques so that you can get really calm and get really clear, because you may go, oh my God, I don't know what I want. I don't know what that happens to me. And when that happens to me, I freeze. I go into paralysis. So I may need to do some biohacking, do some energy work, right? To get calm, to get peaceful, so that I can come to clarity. What do you want? What is your intention? Sounds cliche, gives you that little knot in your gut. Is it the same thing as the meditation? Ask yourself, are you kind of bristling against me asking you if you have an intention? Because you know if you had one, it's going to make you feel better, but you haven't mustered up the will to do it yet. And if that's the truth, it's okay. You can just start tonight. Just get clear. Get a vision, create words that speak, that create that vision. I am happy, healthy, peaceful, joyful, wealthy, right? Whatever it is, I know they sound really cliche, but when you think about why you want those things and get past the surface value of it, I want to be happy, healthy, wealthy, love. So notice I didn't say loved, because love for me, in my intention, goes both ways. When I'm love, I am both love in action and in receiving. And I totally lost my train of thought there. So you create your intention. You come back to, why do I want it? I want to be happy, healthy, wealthy, love. I want to be God's love, giving and receiving, because when I am, now I culled this down, right? I culled it down from the surface value. Well, I want a nice house and I want this and I want that, right? I want that because I want to feel a certain way in my life. But when I got to the core of it, it's because when I have that intention in action, when I have that intention manifested, I can help more people. I am more available to help people. I'm more available to help people heal. I'm more available to help people have the incredible life that they really, really want to have the health and the well-being and the equanimity and the peace of mind. So once you get clear, get your vision, set your intention, begin to look for the evidence of it. Begin to look for the evidence of it taking shape in your life. That just happened. That looks like my intention is beginning to rise up to meet me. And here's a really beautiful tip. Be impeccable with your speech. Be impeccable. Instead of saying, I feel sick, say, my nervous system is launching a beautiful response to make me feel even healthier. See the difference? You're biohacking your limiting thoughts. Use the biohacking techniques to calm your body, calm your nervous system. And don't look at everything you don't want, look at what you do want coming to you. Ignore that stuff. Stay focused on your vision and watch it take shape right in front of you. Your intention will rise up to meet you. If you came here tonight, you're probably looking for your nervous system to be soothed, for some peace, for some solace, for some comfort, for some equanimity. Biohacking your limiting beliefs and throwing in a little bit of this, a little bit of that from the techniques, from the processes that we talked about tonight, you're going to get exactly what you want. Your intention will rise up to meet you. Just stay focused, use a lot of the biohacking tools, soothe your body, soothe your nervous system, because when your nervous system is soothed, it leads you to peace and calmness and equanimity, which allows your vision to dial in more clearly, which allows your matching vibration to flow out. Bam, your vision takes shape right in front of your eyes. If you need me, if you want to talk to me, send me an email to norilove1111@gmail.com, NORILOVE1111@gmail.com, or write this down, grab your phone, text it to yourself, area code 757-323-5558, country code 1, area code 757-323-5558. So much love, guys. I hope something in here increased your well-being tonight. I love coming here and talking to you. I love having this opportunity to share things with you. When our well-being is increased, it ripples out and the light shines brighter. Darkness is disempowered by that light. So much love, guys.